Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Mad as a Goat. Now, in my country of Australia, in India and in England and possibly other parts of the world, recently there was this big thing about the Ashes. Now, if you're not familiar with the Ashes, what it is basically cricket for days on end, just people playing cricket. What are they doing? Playing a bit of cricket. He hit a six. Marvellous. Like, seriously, I can't believe people can watch this hours and hours and hours of fucking cricket, and then old farts sitting around talking about cricket. The way he hit the ball is very reminiscent of Don Bradman. It would do the great Don real proud. He deserves to wear the baggy green. Like, honestly, you're going to go on and on and on and on and on about someone bowling a ball and another person hitting it with a stick. Big whoop. I don't think even cavemen went on about sports this much. And in our country, we have AFL. If you're not familiar with it, look it up. It's a bunch of men running around in tight shirts and short shorts kicking a red ball between posts. It's the most greatest thing in the world as far as our news and entertainment is concerned. You can see updates on this. You can get the mobile app for it. There's video games for it. There's shows. You get a sports package on your cable. You know what you can watch? Old farts sitting around talking about football for hours on end, showing the odd replay of something that's completely insignificant unless you're in as deep as they are into the football thing. Yes, I'll admit speckies are really cool. Can't do them no more. It's really cool when they start bleeding. Blood rule. I mean, they've taken all the fun out of it and they still go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about it. And even on free-to-air television in our country, before you watch that live match on Friday night, you can listen to guys talk about it for an hour on end before. They just sit there and talk about it. Oh, yeah, he's a footballer. Short shorts. Woo! I'm not fucking George Michael. I'm not really impressed. A bunch of men doing a bunch of stuff. Are you aware of lesbian porn? I'm not trying to be smutty, but seriously, I'm just showing you how ridiculous it is. There's so much other things to be watching, but they devote hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours to one genre, sports. And it's all around the world. Everyone has it in their country. In America, I believe they have like gridiron, and I think that's all I know about America. And in Canada, they have hockey, I believe, and Maple Leafs or something. I don't know. I'm not really down with cultures and whatnot. In India, they love cricket. I can't do an Indian accent. I'm not Indian. Stupid. Anyway, I'm just saying it's completely absurd. I mean, sports are okay? If people are athletic, we'll spend about an hour watching that a day. Fair enough, I can deal with that. But bloody 3 hours? I watched the football the other day for the first time, and you know what they do for an hour after the football? They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk to the players, and you know what they do? They ask statements. Oh, that wasn't your best match tonight. No, we didn't do too well. I didn't kick enough goals, and my dick is small. You know, like just boring shit like that. I will admit when they do the Brownlows, which is a prestigious medal for our AFL players, a bunch of bloody drug-taking hooligans. Anyway, they get this medal and they bring their wives along, and some are skinny, some are fat, some are tall, some are small, you know, titties and whatnot. I will admit they should instead show more of that wags, I believe they call it. You know, footballers' wives, that's a lot more interesting than football. I'll watch maybe two halves of a football match, and then the halftime show is all the wags like lesing out or something. And then you go back to the football. I mean, that's a lot more manly too. I mean, you go to a football match and watch a bunch of dudes in tight shirts and short shorts run around, or in gridiron, I believe they wear like lycra and helmets, and oh, we're so stocky and mean. But then in the middle, you get some lesbian action. That's what I'm talking about. That is affirming. That's life affirming for a man. Some people would say it's smutty. Oh, our kids shouldn't see that. What, you're going to let your kids watch Arnold Schwarzenegger blow someone's head off with a shotgun, but you're not going to let them see a vagina? You know, people put everything over everything. I'd rather watch that Dr. Gunther or whatever his name was, where he does the autopsies, where he cuts people open and whatnot and shows you how the body works. That's a lot more interesting than 3 hours of football. Oh, I didn't have a great match. Wasn't great. You know, basketball, I'll admit, they kind of delay it a bit, and it does take a long time, and it's a little bit unnecessary, but they do get to the point. You know, you can just tune in for the game, watch a few bits of crap in the middle, and then it's over. And you can still enjoy it. It's not cluttered with a halftime show of old men talking. Oh my god. At least the Super Bowl, they have, you know, what was supposed to be entertainment in the middle there. Like, I mean, putting the Black Eyed Peas there, hoping for entertainment, that was a bit of a mistake, but I'll forgive them for that. At least they have something in the middle to break up the monotony of, oh my god, Hillbilly Jim. I don't know, I'm not really down with the sports because I can't pay attention to it as much as the rest of the world can. I just can't get over the Ashes though. My god. the Ashes, it's like, I don't know, like 100 days of old men talking about sports, man. That makes me more... If I watched all of that, my dick would corrode and I'd flick it and it'd turn to dust. It's that boring. It just makes you want to just crawl up in a ball and smoke crack. It's the worst thing ever. I can't believe people sit through the whole thing. You watch some highlights, you watch a little bit on the news, I gotcha. Fine, but you stayed up for 9 hours, like till 6 in the morning so you could watch the soccer. People do that. They stay up till like 6 in the morning watching sports that aren't shown at convenient times. They'll sit up and watch the Tour de France. A bunch of dudes in lycra riding up hills. You stayed up for that. Like if it was a bunch of naked women riding up hills, possibly a little bit smutty. Maybe you shouldn't be masturbating for 9 hours on end, but I can understand that. But men just riding, an old man going, "Oh, it's a big hill, look out for that car, he's dead, he's fucking dead, ah!" That never happens. It'd be kind of crazy if it did. That wouldn't even be entertaining. They'd be like, holy shit, these people are fucked in the head. But anyway, it's just ridiculous. Too much sports. I can't handle any more sports. Can I just go and watch television without sports appearing once? Just once. Like, I'll watch it for an hour and not flick through channels, no sport. Just an hour off of the sport. God, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna go and watch some drag racing. It's been mad as a goat. That's Johnny. Did a rant about him, Johnny from the Sign. It's him again with an obscure reference to a group I don't know, and that's Blood. And this is instant coffee from 1994. It's really old, from 94. It's a trophy I got for netball, because I'm just down like that with the netball. Don't really know what I'm doing right now, so I'm just gonna